8 strategies on how Nigerians abroad can buy land without losing money. If you're a Nigerian abroad and you are scared of losing money to real estate scammers, this video is for you. All I want you to do to support this video so that every other person who is like you can see this video is, number one, click on the like button, okay? Have a click on the like button so that more people can get to see this video. Are you done with that? Cool. So go to the subscribe button and click on the subscribe button so that when we post any video, you will be the first to get notification on that video. All right, so let's go there. Let's drive straight into today's class. All right, so you are abroad. If you are abroad and you are scared of losing money to real estate scams, right? This video is for you. There are 8 proven strategies in this video that would help you know how to avoid some of these scams. So if you're ready, I am ready. Let us delve straight into the class. All right, so number one is buy from a verifiable company or agent. You don't buy estate from any Jack and Harry, right? For you to get it easy peasy, you need to work with agents that you can verify easily. Make a little background checks on the agent before making payment, right? So for new investors, it is advisable that you channel all your real estate investment to a registered real estate company with at least 2 years of existence. So for a new person, if you're new in the real estate industry or you are being a victim of real estate scam, what you need to do is work with a verifiable company, a company that you can verify easily. You know where their offices are, you can track their website, you can be able to communicate with them on phone or whatever. You are not in Nigeria, so it's very difficult for you to get one-on-one contact with them, but you can call them on phone. You can get to know their office address, so you could send someone who is in Nigeria to go and verify their location in whatever part of Nigeria where they operate from. So I believe this is making sense to you. So never you pay money to anyone that claims he's an agent, a realtor, a consultant, or a company without verifying their location, without verifying how authentic they are. All right, so if you're going to work with an agent, the first thing you need to do is, where is your office? Okay, so send someone who you trust so much to go visit their office and get the details that is necessary for you to carry on the transaction with them. All right, number 2, go for land inspection. Go for land inspection, right? Make sure you inspect the property. Many of us just trust people we get online. I know it's very difficult to trust people, but many a times these guys that are online, because of how easy it is for you to connect with this person online, you just go ahead to make payment. It is wrong. It is wrong, my brother. It is wrong, my sister. Right? For you to make payment, you must make sure that you visit this property. You are not visiting the property because everyone does it. No, you are visiting the property so that you can match the location where the property is with the location you are given on your paper tomorrow. They could give you a property that says so location, but at the end of the day, you would see that the location in the document is quite different from where they took the actual position of the property is. Excuse me. So you need to go to that property so that you can have a first-hand experience of where this property is located and how, where the particular property you're looking for, if you like it or not. So make sure you inspect the property. Never you make payment without inspecting the property. I understand that many of us are abroad, right? Many of us are abroad, so it could be difficult for we to, really go for this inspection personally. So what you need to do is appoint someone. It could be a lawyer, it could be your siblings, it could be a parent, maybe your parents, it could be your spouse, your wife, or your husband. It could be your trusted friend to go for this inspection on your behalf, right? When they go for this inspection, they will tell you what the property looks like. Then you can now say, okay, based on the information I have, I can invest in this location. So, but most times it becomes a red flag when the company or agent or family or whoever is selling this property to you, prevent you from inspecting the property. I would advise you, when someone refuses or prevents you from inspecting the property, pull out of the deal immediately without any excuse. Pull out of that deal. Just stop the deal at that point in time, because there's every possibility that they don't want to see the property because there are high problems or there are issues or legal issues on that property, or probably encumbrances on that property. I hope this is making sense to you. I know it's making sense to you, right? So let me pause for a while and encourage you to like this video. If you have not liked the video, please go ahead and like the video so that more people can get to see what we are doing here. We don't charge you to give you some of this information, but we are begging, we are pleading that you should like the video. That's the only way we can get more people to know what you are seeing now, right? So let's move on to the next one. Number 3, never pay cash. A lot of investors abroad, including you yourself watching this video, have engaged in one way or the other a situation where you pay cash to real estate companies or agents while buying property through your family or spouse or friend. It is wrong. Never you pay cash. The drawback with paying cash is that the money is not traceable. You cannot trace the transaction when there is an issue. The party can easily deny you. They will easily deny you, saying you didn't make payment at the first place. So the only way to protect your evidence is to pay using the bank payment, using bank transfers. Don't go with check. Use bank transfers, where it's going to reflect on your what do we call it, on your payment history, or what they call statement of account, right? So always make sure you pay using bank transfers. You can pay using bank transfers so that it can be traceable and the receipt will be kept safe, so that when there is any discrepancy along the line on your purchase, no one can deny you easily, right? So never pay cash or check. It is safer to make transfers and have your proof of payment. You can have it, and whoever is handling the transaction here in Nigeria for you can also have it. I believe this is making sense to us, right? Number 4, confirm the document you will get. This one is very, very important. Don't take for granted this particular point. If you've been joking with the other points I've been mentioning, this particular point, you have to take it very seriously. Always confirm the document you will get. Most times, so many real estate companies go ahead and give you a lease document, which means that in a very short while, after some years, 10, 20 years, the contract of owning that land will be terminated and the government will take back that land. It is the case in so many land in Lagos, and so many people do not know about this. So if you are a real estate investor who is abroad, always confirm the document you will get. If you cannot interpret some of those things, some of those jargons in that particular document, get a lawyer, just a friend who is a lawyer. Just get them to look into the document, read the contract before you sign. If you're not interested, you can still revoke the deal and you get your money safe and sound than going into a contract that will last for just a few years. Imagine yourself putting 20 million into a property just for you to own it for 10 years or 20 years. That's very bad. So I'm just trying to leak this secret to you, that always confirm the document so that you don't get into a lease contract rather than an ownership contract. So ownership contract and lease contract, they are two different things, right? Ensure you are getting a document that guarantees ownership of the property. It has to be a document that guarantees ownership of the property. So if you can't interpret the jargon, like I said earlier, the jargon, I beg your pardon, get a lawyer, a friend to just interpret it for you, and it will be awesome from there. Number 5, oh, it's a mistake. Number 5, this is meant to be number 5, right? Ensure it's not a committed land. Ensure it's not a committed land. Ensure it's not a committed land. I know why I am sounding this over and over again. A committed land is a property that has been acquired by the government for a particular purpose or project. It is a wrong investment when you invest in a committed land. Alright? It's a wrong investment when you invest in a committed land. The land might be fallow for 5-10 years and the government isn't saying anything about it. But when they are ready to take over that land, your money is gone. Your money is gone forever. So look at the cases in Lagos today where the government demolished a lot of buildings, a lot of beautiful houses in Lekki, in Ajah area, in Songotedo area, in, call them, even in mainland. Because these people built their land either on the on a committed land, or there wasn't any building approval. But in most cases, some of these houses are on government committed lands. So you don't want to get into this kind of issue with your money, right? So I always advise my clients and people who want to work with me, always get a surveyor. Don't just do the land buying yourself. Take it easy peasy. Get a surveyor to do, take the coordinates of the location. It mustn't be your own, just the coordinates, the area of the land where this estate is sited, right? Let them take it to the land directorate and they will confirm how free the land is. Is it free from government encumbrance? Is it free? Is it a committed land? The surveyor will tell you. It just costs a few 10,000 or 20,000, right? In Lagos, you could do it, go to Alausa, you just pay a little token and they'll get these things ready for you. It's better to pay a little token than to lose your money forever. Okay, I'm sounding this note of warning. Ensure it is not a committed land. All right, so let me see. I think there's a little correction I need to make here. Okay, it's cool. All right, so number 6, avoid rush or being pressured. If you feel like if you feel pressured to make decision or to make payment, I advise you to pause. Don't be in a rush, to make payment. Pause and step back and reevaluate the whole situation surrounding that particular purchase. It could be that you might in any way fall into the hands of scammers. So reevaluate every situation so that you can avoid every temptation or every attempt to get into the hands of these swindlers and criminals in real estate, right? So always carry out your due diligence before making payment. It's very important. Confirm the company, things we've discussed earlier. Confirm the company. Don't be in a rush to make payments, all right? Don't pay cash. Ensure it's not a committed land. Before making payments, confirm all these things. That's what we call due diligence. Because scammers often put you under high pressure so that they can defraud you. It's a tactics they use to defraud people. Okay, I believe this is cool. Thumbs up. So I believe you have liked this video. Please like this video so that we can get a lot of people to be abreast with this information. This information is very, very important. So let's move on. Moving on. Number 7. Always check for encumbrances and get legal advice before making payment. What is encumbrances? Ensure there are no legal issues. That's what we mean by encumbrances. Ensure there are no legal issues attached to that particular land, and there are no other payments. There's this land you could go. You don't know that land, if it's an estate where the government is handling, you will notice that if the person has been defaulting in payment, there are lots of payments attached to that land. So when you buy it, you will be the person to handle those payments. So you might want to ensure that there are no legal issues, there are no hidden payments that has been incurred by the previous owner of the land, right? Ensure all these things. Now, if you cannot do this by yourself, get a lawyer to do it for you. Let them conduct a thorough investigation, which might take 1 or 2 days or 3 days, except if there are things that would need further inquiry by going to land directory. That's a different case altogether. But if it's about just questioning the company or the agent who is involved, get a lawyer to do that for you. It saves you a lot of money. All right? So, number 8, ask questions about hidden charges. Ask questions about hidden charges. You know, some companies wouldn't tell you about these hidden charges. They will always want you to subscribe first. If you're not asking questions about it, excuse me. If you're not asking questions about the hidden charges, there's this form they give you called subscription form. Now, everything, the terms of the contract is written in that subscription form. And many of us who are abroad do not read these things. We don't read this document, and as a result of that, you get into the problem, or you incur a lot of bills that is even beyond the cost of the land. So when you are given these documents, number 1, read thoroughly, go over and over again, understand every Jack and Harry on that particular document before making payment. All right. So at the onset of the transaction, some of them do not tell you about these service charges. You know, they don't tell you about these additional payments. So they just allow you to subscribe first. They won't tell you because it is written in the contract. You are expected to give it to a lawyer to go through it before you make payment. But some of us are too lazy to do that. Okay. So, but it's bad. Go through those documents. If you can't, employ a lawyer. I beg your pardon. Employ a lawyer to do that for you, or get someone who is maybe your spouse who is less busy, or if you are busy at that moment, to do that for you. Always make sure you read every document from the property before making payment, because if you don't do so, after paying, for instance, the cost of the property is 20 million. Now, after making a payment of 20 million, you are still expected to pay what we call development fees and some other charges that the company might come up with. So if you don't go through some of this information on the subscription form, you might end up, incurring a lot of payments that you may not be able to afford. Okay, so ensure you investigate it properly. So we have come to the end of this particular topic for today. We do this almost every Wednesday. Every Wednesday we come here, post new content so that you can be abreast with what you need to know before investing in real estate. So I want you to begin to practice these strategies. It is very important. These are some of the things we pay to get, but I'm giving it out for free of charge. All right, so let's just do a little recap before we call it a day. Number 1, buy from a verifiable source. Number 2, go for land inspection. This one is very important. Go for land inspection. Send your brother or your wife or your sister or your dad or your parent. Mobilize them to go and inspect the property. Number 3, never pay cash. Number 4, confirm the documents you will get. Number 5, ensure it's not a committed land. Ensure that government is not interested in that particular property, or it has not been acquired by the government. Number 6, avoid rush or being pressured. Don't be in a hurry to make payment. Do everything gradually, peasy, easy. All right. Number 7, always check for encumbrances or get legal advice. Okay. If you can't do it yourself, if you cannot check for encumbrances, get a lawyer to do that for you. Right. Number 8, ask questions about hidden charges. Ask questions about hidden charges. So with this, we've come to the end of this particular slide, right? But don't go, please, don't go. If you have not liked this video, like and subscribe so that you can always be the first person to get notification for a video. And finally, I will give you a bonus tip. The bonus tip is that I'll be leaving my just my name, Emeka Freedom. Go to Twitter, you see my name, Emeka Freedom. I don't post my number on YouTube because a lot of people misuse that privilege by using it to scam other people. But go to my Twitter, my Instagram, or my Facebook. You will find my number. You can contact me to help you acquire affordable lands that are genuine and in strategic locations in Port Harcourt, Lagos, Asaba, Abuja, and Anambra State. lands that are genuine and affordable. So thank you for listening, and see you some other time.